في الدورة الثانية للجمعية المصرية لصناعة التقاوي بيسعدني ويشرفني إني ألتقي ببروفيسور إغناسيو جاكي، مدير جمعية AIP، جمعية بتحاول إن هي تحمي صناعة التقاوي والبذور، وبمناقشة بسيطة ما بيني وما بينه بلغة الحوار اللي ازاي نتواصل مع بعض in English يعني. فشخصية جميلة ولها أهداف محددة ورؤية جميلة لكيفية التعامل مع صانعي التقاوي في العالم كله. Welcome to Egypt. And I'm very pleased to meet you and make a small I make this interview. Professor Ignacio Jacqui, the director of AIP. What is your opinion about the Egyptian Seed Industry Association?
Thank you again for the opportunity. I think the ESIA, the Egyptian Seed Industry Association, provides a great platform for discussing the various challenges that the seed industry is facing in Egypt. Of course, the challenges are various and different complexity, but it's always good for the industry to have a dedicated platform to understand what are the challenges and working out action plans.
How can they achieve their aims?
I think it's very important to build cooperation agreements with the key authorities so that basically the industry can communicate very clearly what those problems are and what those solutions could be, like we're seeing right now with the different presentations. It's about working with the authority, basically.
Mr. Ignacio, what is the role of AIP?
The AIB is the Anti-Infringement Bureau. It's an international association based in Brussels, and our main goal is to combat illegal reproduction of vegetable seeds. That would be the number one objective of the association. And Egypt is obviously a very important market that we need to monitor, understand where we have infringement issues, and come up with strategies to tackle those problems.
How can we keep sustainability of agriculture and protect it?
I mean, that's the key question, and one of the things we have been discussing at the conference today. What do we mean when we talk about sustainability? I think one of the important things is to ensure future access to genetics. And if the different players in the industry don't take illegality serious, you'll find that 5 years from now, farmers are going to struggle to have access to the genetics that they need to withstand the challenges of climate change, for example. So the key to sustainability is a more robust legal system and also effective enforcement by the authorities.
Professor Ignacio, how can we help farmers to choose the good materials or good seeds?
It's a good question, because farmers, they don't usually have all the necessary information to identify legal material or to make a decision, is this from a reliable source or not? So it really does depend on the market where these farmers are operating. But it's very important to know your source. So basically know who you're buying from. And you should also have in mind that if you're intending to buy professional seeds, seed companies usually have authorized sellers, and also they make sure to identify properly the material they're selling. So if the package of seeds you're buying doesn't have any identification, doesn't specify the variety, germination rate, the test date, and any other information, you should be suspicious. If you're buying from an unauthorized source and the person doesn't identify as an authorized seller, then you should be cautious as well. And in any case, always try to do some research before you purchase seed.
Professor Ignacio, you said Egypt is a very important market. Why?
Well, I mean, there are various ways to look at it. I mean, from the point of view of production of fresh vegetables, the rates are already significant enough. And when you think about the opportunities for the country to develop, you can only expect that in the next 5 to 10 years, assuming that the right policies are in place. I believe the production of fresh vegetables is going to continue growing.
At the last of interview, I'd like to thank you, and you are welcome in Egypt and welcome in ولاد الأصول program.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here in Egypt. Thank you.